So this video is about earnings per share and price earnings ratio. Earnings per share is how the share value is going to earn with the shareholders. Lower earnings, if the outstanding is very low, the earnings per share will be high. Higher earnings, but the outstanding is very high, then the share value will be very low. This is a basic concept. Earning per share is equal to net earnings divided by outstanding share. Next is price earnings ratio. Price earning ratio it will show the relationship between stock price. It will show the relationship stock price and earnings per share. Stock price is the overall consolidated value of the stock, and earning per share is what is the price per share and how much the investor is willing to pay. How much the investor is willing to pay. That is very, very important. Higher the price earning, higher the profit. That is, I'm investing. I need to know the price earnings. What will I do? Is stock price divided by earnings per share. Next is dividend yield. Dividend yield. You all know that dividend yield, percentage return of company in the form of dividend. That is, if the company is quite older company, then the investors will get high dividend. If it is a lesser company or very new company, the dividend will be very less. Because when the company starts earning for a longer period, they will have accumulated profit. So it will lead to a very poor and high interest. So longer the life, you will have the higher the dividend. Lesser the years, lesser the company. So that is why annual dividend per share divided by price per share. Next is dividend payout ratio. Fraction of net income pays to shareholders. That is how much the shareholders are being paid. Fraction of net income pays to shareholders. Dividend divided by net income for the same period. That is called as dividend payout ratio. So next we'll talk about the next topic is about your very basic understanding of IPO. IPO is what? IPO is initial public offer. Initial public offer is when the company wants to expand funds, then it will go for the public offer. I'll show the public offer. See, this is the public offer. That is, a business will start. I'm going to start a business as a sole trader. Then I may need funds. I will call my friend. I'll call my relatives to start my business. Then it will be a partnership form of business. Okay, it is called as, if I need more funds to start a business, then it will be called as initial public offer. More the funds. So what will I do? Then I will depend on the public. So then I will start selling my shares. That is called as initial public offer. Next, private placement. See, private placement, selling the stock to the, that is, I will not go for a public offer. What will I do is, I will sell the shares of my company to particular group of companies, and I don't require prospectus for that. Prospectus is like an invitation, you send it to the investors to invest. Then I don't need underwriters. Underwriters give the guarantee of selling the shares. Okay, underwriters give the guarantee of selling the shares. That I will not do. Immediately I will sell it to the private placement. Why? Usually private placement will be done by the small sector companies, because I can avoid the unnecessary cost. Okay, so these are the meaning of private placement. These are the meaning of IPO. Next question is preference shares. So you all know that preference shareholders are just contributing to the company. They were not interested in knowing the profits of the company. They are not interested in knowing the growth of the company. Ultimately, they need a dividend. Okay, so dividend is cumulative dividend and non-cumulative dividend. If I am not paying dividend for this month, I'll pay for the next month, then it becomes cumulative. If I am not paying for this month, I will not pay for the next month. That is to be your understanding. If the dividend is not carried forward, then it will be called as a non-cumulative dividend. If the arrears is being carried forward, then it is being called as a cumulative dividend. Next is your preference shares. Next is the preference share. Just see, look at it. Look at it. Participating preference shares. Participating preference shares. Participating preference shares. Who will take part in the company's rules and regulations. They will be part of the decision making. Who to appoint, what to appoint, when to appoint. Voting rights. They'll vote for the company. And sinking fund investment. What is callable preference shareholders? That is, it can be converted to equity shareholders. That is, if I'm a preference shareholders, I am not interested in knowing the profits or growth of the company. But all of a sudden, if I need to know the growth of the company, what will I do is, I'll become the equity shareholder. Next is sinking fund investment. Sinking fund investment, like I'll maintain a reserve. Whenever it is required, I will liquidate it and I will generate. That is called a sinking fund investment. Okay.